Hello, my name is Todd Porter, and I'm here to accept the Heritage Award on behalf of my late wife, Teresa Riley. Terry and I met as teaching assistants at Syracuse University. As many of you probably know, economics is a discipline that lots of students struggle with. At that time, the TAs at Syracuse shared a large open office in the basement of Maxwell Hall. It quickly became apparent to everyone in that room that Terry had an extraordinary level of student traffic, and she did an exceptional job of helping students work through the concepts that they were struggling with. Fast forward to YSU, she always had the highest or amongst the highest teaching evaluations in the department, and she had those evaluations while maintaining high standards. Her DFW rates were comparable to the rest of the faculty in the department. I think one of the reasons Terry was such an exceptional teacher is that she prepared thoroughly for every class, and she always was able to make her students feel that she was trying to help them succeed. She was a mentor to many students, including some who are on the YSU faculty today. Complementing her work as an instructor, she also co-authored 11 software programs for teaching economics, including one that was recognized with a national award for educational software. She was part of an NSF, a National Science Foundation grant, for developing a simulation program for teaching principles of microeconomics. She also co-authored 6 articles on economics education. As a member of the faculty, Terry was heavily involved in committee work. I used to say that she never found a committee assignment she could turn down. She was popular for committee assignments because she was the person who actually read the material you were supposed to read before going to the committee meeting. She was also popular for committee assignments because, as former Provost Ikram Khawaja said, Terry was blessed with a vast reservoir of common sense, something not always encountered in the higher education community. She received a Distinguished Professor Award for University Service in 2003. As her career progressed, she took on more administrative roles, serving as acting chair of the economics department twice and served as assistant dean for 2 years. Starting in 2006, she began serving as Director of Faculty Relations, a position she held for 6 years. In my opinion, DFR is one of the most challenging positions in the university. By definition, virtually everything that comes across the DFR's desk involves some kind of conflict. I think one of the best comments on Terry's work in that role was by former YSU OEA President Julia Gergitz, who after Terry's death wrote, "As DFR, she was honest, clear-minded, and straightforward, even when we were pressing for changes or decisions. We were never easy on her. In fact, we were often very difficult, but she remained calm and reasonable." It was stressful work, and I used to say that making room for Terry to come home and vent was my most important contribution to YSU. You have no idea how much I wish I could have that job back. Starting in 2012, Terry joined the provost office as associate provost. She served as interim provost for 4 months in 2014 and was serving as senior associate provost at her death in 2015. One of the frustrations about listing all the positions that Terry held is that it doesn't begin to capture her level of commitment to her work at YSU. She always tried to do the best job she possibly could as an educator and administrator. She was someone who was always focused on finding solutions to problems. Her ego took a back seat to getting the job done. She was dedicated to trying to be fair, which in her view meant implementing policy as consistently as possible. Terry was always deeply committed to her work at YSU, and it would have meant an enormous amount to her to be recognized with a Heritage Award. She would have been thrilled. I, our 3 children, and Terry's 2 surviving sisters are extremely grateful that the committee chose to recognize her career in this way. Thank you.